It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark. I'm wearing sunglasses. I'm hunting the Opera House, and Christine must win.
Whoops, wrong movie quote. Good afternoon, everybody, and happy Valentine's Day! Woo! So yeah, since it is Valentine's Day, I decided to share my thoughts on
Scooby-Doo, that's right.
Now, before I start with this review, you won't believe this, but when I was planning on reviewing this today, I almost thought that I already reviewed this before, and almost titled this as a revisited edition review. But I guess I didn't actually review this movie before. I mean, I don't know why I thought about it. I don't know why I thought I did the first time, and almost turned this into like a revisited edition review. Glad I got that straight now. Now, I assume you saw countless people talk about this movie before. Even Scooby-Topia himself, but just in case you guys want to know what this movie is all about, here's the description. Join Scooby-Doo, Shaggy, and the Mystery Inc. crew as they head to Chicago for a talent show, some museum tours, and a whole lot of pizza. The Windy City is home to the hit TV show Talent Star, in which songwriting duo Fred and Daphne are finalists with some high hopes. Not to be left out, Shaggy and Scooby have a secret out in the works that their bending will take the contest by storm. Unlikely for them, the competition is frightful at this talent contest, as the show is being broadcast from an opera house with a history of horror
and a particular vengeful phantom who has cursed the show's production.
From costume-changing chases to collecting creepy clues, the show must go on with a natural talent like Scooby-Doo on the case. You have to be sure that the laughs, the thrills, and adventure are always in first place. Also includes some bonus cartoons, Never Nape and A-Man, and Don't Fool with a Phantom. I really do love this movie. And granted, it has been a very long time since I've seen this movie, so I guess it doesn't hurt to revisit this movie again on Valentine's Day. Even though, in a nutshell, this movie clearly has nothing to do with Valentine's Day in general, which I know that's what you guys are gonna point out in the comments below. It has great writing, great animation for direct-to-video standards, an interesting story with a beginning, middle, and end. There is a bit of a running joke about Scooby and Shaggy trying to do their own auditions the day before the finals, which is a nice running gag. The Phantom of the Talent Star building is a nice addition. Even though granted, Mystery Inc. has faced dozens of other phantoms before. And most of all, looks like Daphne finally has enough courage in this movie to confess her feelings about Fred, which is probably no surprise to anyone, especially Velma. Because if you have watched any of the recent Scooby-Doo shows and movies, starting with their first direct-to-video film, Zombie Island, there's always been dozens of hints indicating that Fred and Daphne have a thing for each other. Sorry for the stuttering a moment ago. What makes this movie so unique compared to the other movies that came out before and after this is that it mostly draws a lot of inspiration from the original Phantom of the Opera story, as well as as well as multiple film adaptations over the years. Heck, even Scooby-Topia even had to do a deep dive into the whole Phantom of the Opera thing in general when he talked about this movie a few years back on his channel, which I might leave a link in the description down below, just so you guys can check out his own thoughts on Scooby-Doo Stage Fright. Even though, granted, the comments on that video, as well as his other videos, are still off due to personal reasons, which I'm not gonna get into because you guys pretty much know what I'm talking about. Something about the Opera House's design looks fantastic. And I guess it does make sense to have 90% of the movie take place at the Opera House. Since, well, I did mention a moment ago that it loosely has so many inspirations to the whole Phantom of the Opera genre in general. Because I assume there has been like dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of Phantom of the Opera movies or inspired type movies over the years. Heck, I assume that most cartoon shows usually have their own type of version of the whole Phantom of the Opera story. And that technically includes Scooby-Doo. The movie also takes place around Chicago. And if you guys ever saw funny enough, since the movie does take place around Chicago, I have to make a little reference to the Blues Brothers by quoting that line: "It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it!" And I even made a fan-made title card of the new Scooby-Doo movies that featured the Blues Brothers, as you see right here. Just letting you get a good glimpse of that. I'm getting sidetracked. And I think this movie also has this is also the first movie to have 5 culprits as the Phantom. Well, technically, the original Phantom, Steve Trilby, was the original Phantom years ago. But that was all in the past. So that means there were 4 people who took advantage of the legend. Brick Pimiento took advantage of the legend to draw in publicity. Dewey took advantage of the legend to steal a diamond. Chrissy's father also took advantage of the legend to make sure his daughter wins. And Mel Gibson also wanted to impersonate the Phantom to burn down the theater and collect insurance money. Oops! I should have said spoiler alert. I'm sorry. I guess I must have gave away the reveal of the villain, because I assume you guys haven't even seen this movie yet. To everyone who didn't see this movie yet, I'm terribly sorry that I just revealed who the culprit was. I'm sorry. I should have said spoiler alert, or I should have said if you guys haven't seen this movie, you guys should totally check it out, because this movie, it does have 5 phantoms, and I don't want to give away who it is. Yeah. Something tells me I should have done a disclaimer And giving you guys a heads up on spoiler alerts, just in case you guys haven't seen this movie yet. Silly me. Silly me. And whenever the Phantom is on screen, he really does seem menacing. I mean, yeah, he's not as popular as other Scooby-Doo villains like the Creeper, the Black Knight Ghost, 10,000 Volt Ghost, the Phantom Virus, Morgan Moonscore, any of the 13 ghosts from the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo series, the Cicada Queen from Straight Outta Nowhere, Scooby-Doo Meets Courage the Cowardly Dog, the Tar Monster, and so many more. But you know what? I guess this Phantom is already menacing enough that he should be remembered a lot more. And yes, like I said a few minutes ago, Daphne finally managed to have the guts to confess her feelings to Fred when they had to perform another song. And again, that both Greg DeLisle Griffith and Frank Welker have great singing voices. I mean, I'm not sure if anyone has ever asked them that, but based on this movie alone, they really do have some great singing voices. Mainly Greg DeLisle Griffin, because I assume she's already a singer at this point. Like a very iconic one, in my opinion. I don't know if Frank Welker himself is like a singer or something. Probably not, but hey, he gave it a try. I somehow think that the filmmakers behind this movie must have studied the Phantom of the Opera to somewhat get inspiration for this movie. Cause this is sort of like Phantom of the Opera, but with a modern Scooby-Doo Hanna-Barbera twist to it. I'm surprised that other Hanna-Barbera shows like The Funky Phantom, Goober and the Ghost Chasers, Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels, or The Amazing Chan and the Chan Clan, for example, have their own Phantom of the Opera type episode. Oh well, sort of a missed opportunity if you know what I mean. So anyways, I honestly think Scooby-Doo sorry for the stuttering. I think Scooby-Doo Stage Fright is still a fantastic movie that pays good homage to the original Phantom of the Opera. It means so good that you already noticed that this entire review is in black and white. Yeah, I guess I wanted to give it its black and... I guess it's sort of like... I wanted to give it more like one of those silent movie type feels. So anyways, I'll give this movie 5 Golden Phantom stars out of 5. Since it proves how much of a great movie this is. Yeah, it proves how great this movie is. And maybe someday, maybe for Halloween this year, I might be able to do like a revisit edition review of this movie someday. Maybe around Halloween or something. Or maybe around September when it's close to the Halloween season. But anyways, do you guys have any favorite moments of this movie? Let me know. Oh, now before I wrap this up, I also like how Mystery Inc. was trying to outrun Dewey when he's trying to get the necklace from the gang. I'm not sure if that's like a reference to the car chases and the Blues Brothers. I'm just saying, I know that's a bit of a stretch, but I'm probably gonna count that as like a Blues Brothers connection. Since that car chase with Mystery Inc. and Dewey kind of reminds me of all the car chases in the Blues Brothers, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying.